almost an hour late. I guess good things come to those who wait. But we are live, finally, for the building with Claude Opus. And I guess there's a codex model? Yeah, there's a codex model. So we'll have to figure that out. So yeah, we're live. I'm super excited. Now if you could share this with some friends, I'd like to have more people come. But thank you guys for who is here. If you guys are here, I see we have a few people. Uh, thanks for sticking around. Sorry about the issues, but you gotta blame our Zoom overlords or AI overlords or somebody for deciding that they're gonna curse my stream. I don't know. I don't know. We're live now. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for being here. And if you are here, say hi in chat. I want to know who's here. And if you are not even sure what we're talking about, well, we'll get to that in just a second. But first, we need to talk about some sponsors. Yep, we need to talk about some sponsors. Well, we don't have more than one sponsor, but we got a really great sponsor. And the sponsor is actually my employer. I know, right? So, Techopolis LLC. So, all this cloud AI is great, but have you ever wanted an AI that's on your phone that you could use while you're on the airplane without the expensive airplane Wi-Fi? What? Yeah, there's something called on-device AI. It's probably foreign. You guys have never heard of it, at least most of you. But did you know that if you have a iPhone 15 Pro and above, yes, some of you guys do, you guys nerds, you guys have AI on your device. It's called Apple Intelligence. And don't dismiss Apple Intelligence because you think it's some kind of inferior AI. Yes, it may not be as good as cloud AI, but you know what? If you need AI in a pinch, or you need AI on an airplane without Wi-Fi, guess what? It's on-device AI. You get it fully on your device, and it's fully accessible from no internet. And you don't even have to download anything. So we have an app. It's called Perspective Intelligence. You can be able to chat with the AI. You can be able to do voice mode. You could be able to have memories like ChatGPT. And guess what? It's fully free if you want the basic chat features. If you want tools like weather, yes, you can ask what the weather is from not even being online. Right? You can ask all of these questions to these AI without even being online and memories. And all of these features are available with a $5.99 all access plan. So for each month. So if you want to go ahead and get that or try it out for free, let us know what you think. We're going to have a huge new version whenever Apple decides to get off their butts and review it. That'd be great. But hope you guys having a wonderful day. I just thought I'd get the sponsor stuff out of the way because without them, aka Michael, my boss, I would not be able to do these cool things during the day. So go ahead and pick up a copy of Perspective Intelligence. You guys will love it. And if you have questions, always ask. I'm always here to answer them. And so is Michael and the rest of the team. So pick it up and let me know what you think. And maybe try that and see what you think. All right. Um, so sponsor stuff's out of the way. But what we're here to talk about is the new Claude Opus and Codex models. I know there's so many new models out there, and I'm super excited. So apparently this morning at 9 something Pacific, I don't exactly know the time, Anthropic released the Claude 4.6 Opus. And then, of course, I was super excited about that. Well, then, about 20 minutes later, OpenAI releases GPT-5 Codex 3. And I'm super excited about both models. Yeah, very cool. So, let me ask anybody in the chat, has anybody tried these models? Personally, I've had so many issues with Claude Code this afternoon, it's just not worked well for me. If you're an Xcode user, Michael has put something out on X, and I think I put it in the description. If I didn't, I'll quickly throw it in there. But Michael has tried it, and he really loves it. So, it's a really good model, and it is really, really cool. It works well in Xcode, and remember, Xcode has the new features for developers. I did that on the Monday stream, and yes, I had a lot of issues, of course, right? So, all right. If you guys are on Zoom, let me know what you guys think, or YouTube, let me know. So, I'm gonna get this thing promoted real quick so that people know we're live again. But yeah, if you guys are here, tell me what you guys are building. We're gonna be building a streaming ideas tracker, so I'll explain that in just a second. But I want to make sure people know that we're live again because we had so many issues. But you know what? It's okay. We're back. We're finally. Uh, well, I guess we should say we're on. I'm just trying to. I'm just getting the word out real quick. All right, so we're posting. I just got that done. Okay, so um, let's see. So we're going to be building this stream tracker, and the way it works is that I kind of run out of ideas a lot. I That's why I stopped streaming. I don't have a lot of ideas. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice to have a stream tracker? Well, how would that work? Well, I would open it and I could see all the different ideas. So users can submit ideas through it. And then I can review them, and if I like them, then I will basically schedule them. There will be a calendar that's on the homepage, and that will show all the different streaming events that are coming up and when they're going to be. So once the user who is the person that submitted the idea, if I accept it, they will get an email saying, "Congratulations, your stream idea has been scheduled for X date." And then the calendar will shout them out. It's just kind of a cool way to build community, but it's also a good way to mess with models. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. So you're trying 4.6, Rishi. Awesome. When Gonzalez, you're using both and Claude more recently. Okay. That's a good point. I've used Claude more recently. I am a maxer, I guess is the word that they say. AKA, I paid $100 a month for Claude. And if you're like, what? Well, I am a professional software engineer and I do iOS development all day, except when I'm streaming. But yeah, I do a lot of that and I do web development. And if you want to know more about web development, stay tuned for tomorrow's stream where we go through my entire deployment stack for web apps. And today we are building a web app, but I'm not going to fully talk about my entire stack. That will be tomorrow. Um, so yeah, welcome everybody. All right, let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a prompt I'm not going to read the entire prompt in the description, but basically what I did is I went into ChatGPT and I started dictating everything I wanted. So that's kind of what I did. And the main reason I did that is, well, just because I didn't feel like typing it out and I was kind of in a hurry. And I also like to dictate. I'm kind of one of those suckers who like to dictate. So yeah, that's what I did. And I really like it. And we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Firebase might be a little tricky, but we'll try to figure it out. Okay, so um let me real quickly, I just need to real quick. Put this on Mastodon. And then yeah, if you guys are here, tell me what you guys are building. I want to know what tools are you using also, because there's so many tools, Cursor, Claude Code. Um, yeah, what kind of tools are you guys building? Or things in general, I guess is the right word to say. Are you guys building stuff for work, stuff for home? Um, what kind of stuff are you guys building? Let's about the models. So, the Anthropic 4.6 has a context window of 1 million tokens. So 1 million and then 128 out, I think it is what Michael told me. I have to verify that, but I haven't had time. And I want to say the codex is also 1 million, but don't quote me on that. I've not looked into that one as much as I have on the Claude front. Now the pricing is for Claude, it's $5 for 1 million input and 25 for 1 million output. This is the same as Claude 4.5 Sonnet, or not Sonnet, Opus rather. And so it's very consistent with what they did. I'm glad they didn't raise the price. I would be very upset. Um, yeah, so those are kind of some of the ideas. And there's also different like agent teams and things in Claude Code that you can install. I've not done that yet, but I may decide to do that later. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to get our stuff straight here, and I'll share my screen, and then we'll start building. Now, what I might do beforehand is I'm gonna actually show you guys some things with Claude Code for like MCP. So if you guys have not heard of these are like ways that the AI can connect to your data. And a lot of these are really cool. So there's some for like Notion or other things. And I use a Neon one. So for our databases, we use Neon. Check out Neon. It's really cool. I like Neon because you get a lot for free and it manages the database. So no more database headaches, anybody? Anybody know about those? I know, right? So I like Neon, neon.com, I believe. You can find it, Neon Postgres. Um, it's really cool and super exciting that we're going to use Neon for this, and we're also going to use Firebase, which is Google's system. It can do mobile app stuff for like notifications. It can do authentication. It can do hosting. It can do anything pretty much. And they have a database called Firestore. Now, me personally, I don't like document databases or document-based databases. That's just not my style. But I know that a lot of people do like those, and so that is something that is an option for them. But to me, that is not something that I like to do. I would rather use, try to plug this in real quick. I would rather use a Postgres or SQL based database. I find that more very natural, I guess is the right word to say. So those are some of the considerations. Firebase is really cool. There's a significantly good free tier. So if you want to try a build with these things, I recommend that. And then for my tool of choice right now, I'm using Claude Code. I used to be a huge Cursor fan. And I still like Cursor as well, but Claude Code has the best value for the money, especially for my usage. I use Claude a lot, and with Cursor, I'd be going through the $20 and $60 plan within 2 days. Yes, that is true. I would go through them within 2 days, and I just had a lot of trouble. Like Cursor would cost me $300, $500 if I would do that full time. So that's not feasible right now. Of course, I don't want to do that when Claude has a better harness. So that's kind of how that goes. Um, yeah. So let me get my terminal open here. Now, like I said earlier today, I did not have a whole lot of luck with Claude Code. So I'm worried that this may not go well. We'll try it out though. Now, one other tip I recommend is if you are a developer, I use a developer folder in my home directory to store all my stuff. And that way I can keep track of everything. So that's just another thing I recommend. But yeah, so let us start building. I'm gonna do this real quick. Let's see here. Okay, so first I want to show you how we can do things more efficiently before I actually start building. I want to show you some MCPs. Oops, oops. I don't want to share my sound. My apologies. Um, that would not be feasible this time. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to open Claude Code. So I want to add an MCP. Now, if you're not familiar, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it allows your AI to connect to your data. So for example, it can create different neon projects. It can deal with anything, that like on the website, but it's all through AI. So it connects your data to your AI or vice versa. And it was written by Anthropic last year, and a lot of places have MCP servers. Now, the reason I like this is so that I don't have to do as much myself. Claude can just do it for me. So, or other agents. A lot of things support it. Cursor, Claude Copilot, Klein, RuCode, Kilo Code, all of them support these kind of things. So I'm going to show you how I add MCPs into Claude Code. Now, the reason I do this is because before each project, I want to make sure I have everything. It just so happens I don't have the Firebase MCP, and I think it's available. So I'll show you if I can how I do it because it's really interesting. You can ask Claude Code for MCP recommendations. And I didn't think I wanted to do this right now, but I actually do because I don't think a lot of people have thought about doing what I'm going to show you about asking Claude to find different MCPs to help make your workflows better. So I'm going to type in um, how to install the Firebase MCP. It's pollinating. I always love those words that Claude Code says. So now it's fetching the Claude Code documentation. And I promise we'll get to the good stuff, but I just wanted to show this off because oftentimes before you build, I think you should have the tools in your tool belt. It's almost like a carpenter doesn't have a hammer or doesn't have some kind of wood saw or something. So these are kind of some of the things I want to show you guys, assuming it will work. If it doesn't, we're gonna have a problem. All right. Let's see. Let me check. All right. I'm not sure that this is working. Oh dear. Plugin updated. Okay, so it's still trying to think about it. We'll see if this actually works like I want it to. Because I'm afraid that I'm having issues with the new Claude models. Oh, okay. A plugin updated. They have a plugin for front end that I have on here, but I'm afraid that I'm having a lot of trouble getting this model to respond. Has anybody else seen this in Claude Code where the model like it's just not responding like with this new model like it's taking forever and I don't even know if it's working or not? Usually it's so fast. Like I'm just curious, why is this happening? I don't like it. I'm not able to experience the coolness of this new model. Let me see. Yeah, that's interesting. Why is it not working? Huh, interesting. So yeah, this might be a problem because I can't even seem to use Cloud Code. Okay, well, let's think here. I know, how many of you have you guys gotten it to work in chat? Because like it just shows nothing on my screen, it's just not working. This is embarrassing, y'all. Um, Yeah, what do y'all think? And thank you for the likes on the video. What are y'all thinking on this Claude Code thing? Because it's seeming like it's not working properly, and I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening. Yes, you've seen it, Juan. How have you gotten around it? And what tool are you using, Juan? All right, y'all. I guess we're gonna play the spinning Claude game of death. I guess. All right, so we're gonna wait for this to spin, and hopefully not eat all my tokens in the process. And the thing is, Juan and others, I can't even exit my terminal. So listen, how this is very embarrassing. Is being overloaded, Oranxwell? I think so. But the thing is, I couldn't, like, Michael could use it in Xcode, but I couldn't even use it in Xcode either. Like, it starts to work. But I'll just kind of leave it hanging for now. And if I need to, I'll switch to cursor. Or, you know what? I might just try to start with Codex. I don't like to do that, but I may just start with that. And then what I may end up doing is making the login system not use Firebase for now, just kind of a standard stub. And that way I don't have to show all my Firebase credentials because frankly I don't want to do that. And then when I'm ready, what we'll do is next stream, well that's tomorrow, we'll probably take this and we'll probably deploy it to Railway, of course, with the proper login stuff. But I'm not exactly sure what is happening here. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes and figure out what's happening. Otherwise, we might switch to Codex for a second and see how that model is. Because honestly, I've not played around with that a lot. But if anybody has more information about the Codex model, because I haven't had time to research it fully, let's see what the chat knows. But thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, I really think it's overloaded. Oh, Claude Code seems slow. You upgrade your OpenClaw VPN or VM, sorry. Yeah, OpenClaw's been making the rounds. I personally am not really a huge fan of it just because of all the stuff that it takes to set it up, and I'd have to have another Mac Mini because I want to use it with iMessage. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. You know, honestly, I'd probably rather create something myself on device. And plus, I would use my precious max tokens, and yes, I do max out my max. Wow. I max out my max for the week. So sometimes, most of the time, today's a new max week. So I'm super excited. I love Thursdays now. Thursdays are the new Fridays for me because I get new Claude. So here's what we'll do. I'm gonna wait a second. I'm gonna figure out what's up with this. Okay. It's not gonna work, is it? Nope. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try again. We're gonna use terminal. We're not gonna use terminal code. We'll get nowhere. I'm gonna open terminal again. We're gonna use Codex, I think, for a minute. I'm very curious. I'm also very scared at the same time. So Codex has been known to make a huge mess in my code, and honestly, I'm kind of afraid to use it. However, for science, I will. We'll try it how it goes. Because Claude seems like it's too overloaded for me to use it right now. I could also try it in Cursor if I decide to do that, because I happen to have some Cursor credit left over. I'm not actually a subscriber, but I think I have some stuff left over. So we'll try whatever we can. C developer. Let's try Codex first. So I just did Codex space. All right, let's see. What model? Oops. Ah, how do I upgrade? Hold on. I don't know how to upgrade Codex. Wait a minute. Now I do. Hold on. Oh, here it goes. This is something I love about Codex. So it says upgrade available, and then I can say one update, and it will update it. Claude does not have this, but I love this feature. So let's update real quick, y'all. Brew cask Codex, because I am on a Mac. For those who are wondering. Okay, so let's check chats. Hopefully this is not boring, but this happens. Yeah, everything seems pretty slow today, so bear with us. We're gonna try this. Okay, codecs. I'm very nervous at the moment, y'all. Haven't been able to tell. Okay. Oh yeah, so there's a new codecs app for Mac. I meant to do a stream on that until the Xcode thing came out the same day on Monday. Y'all, this has been a huge tech week. But there's double the codecs. So if you guys are needing credits, check codecs. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to make this in codecs. This may epically fail. We'll try it, and then we'll see what we can do. And then you know what? We might actually try to make it in Claude later. So let the experimentation begin. I'm gonna call this Stream Tracker. Actually, I'm gonna tell codecs make a directory called Stream Tracker Codecs Edition and make the tracker in Next.js Tailwind. Oops. Tailwind React. And we deploy eventually. Okay. Okay. I'm just copying this prompt for later. All right. So I got my notes over here, y'all. Give me a minute. All right. So that's that. So, so yeah, this is a hugely bad prompt. You're like, why aren't you actually making a good prompt? Because I just dictated it and it's just easier that way. I just like to do it because I didn't want to feel like typing it out. Why not? And why don't I use WhisperFlow? So WhisperFlow has caused a lot of problems on my machine, and all your data is going up to the cloud. So I do a lot of confidential work data and operational stuff because I'm a high executive at Techopolis, and so I don't want all my stuff to get I don't want it to get in their servers. So okay, all right. So here we go. Uh, use Neon for DB. We don't have a project yet. I was hoping Claude will create that. But you can install the Neon MCP, and we can do that here if you like. It must be WCAG accessible. Here we go. Okay, this is a little scary. I don't know what it's gonna do. Now, here's one thing I don't like about Codex. So if OpenAI has the pleasure of seeing my live stream, I would wish that the plan mode would be like Claude's, where I could select a number, because having to respond to all those clarifying questions, I just find it a little difficult, to be honest with you, for UX. So I don't like it. What I would instead recommend is having that plan mode where I could select one, two, three. The directory, the I am on a stream. Okay. Okay, next router. Whatever, I don't care. Just do it. Okay, so would you like to run the following command? Ooh, this is interesting. So I noticed that when we create new Next.js projects, Codex actually does it the correct way, going through that wizard. Claude Code just likes to do it manually. So that's something I'm noticing right off the get-go. So let me just hit yes, proceed. Great. And it said one background terminal started. I've never seen this before, but I do like this. This is actually personally really cool. So this is really cool. I do like what it's doing right now. So let me check the chat while the terminal's creating. Here's what y'all think. Oh, you might add to Visual Studio Code you're just playing in the browser. That's okay. Yeah, I've been adding it to Claude Code. Do you have Copilot one, or are you using something else? Also, Copilot subscribers, if you're on the Pro Plus tier, you can now use the Claude Code agent inside of your VS Code, effective yesterday. So that's something to keep in mind if that is applicable. I guess we're doing too much AI today. Applicable to you. Okay. So thank you all for being here. Ask as many questions. So right now we're just creating the file structure. Trying to. And again, if you let me keep checking here. Let's see. Okay, so we're working on it here. Would I like make the following command? Now, one thing I do like about Codex is it tells me why it's going to run a command. Claude does not. And yes, I want to make a docs folder. That'd be helpful. I'm seeing that this Codex model is more like Cursor. I feel like the way it explains things. Oh, it's like Cursor. Internet access. What? I have internet access. I wouldn't be on the stream, Codex. Get your mind out of the gutter. You're telling me I don't have internet access. I do. Okay, yes. They just gave me a PRD. What? Okay. I have internet, so this is something that's really making me upset. Now I'm wondering if it thinks it doesn't have internet because it's not sandbox. But this is one of these things that have trouble with Codex, where it's making me do something myself. It should be able to handle it. This is something that if you're the Codex team, you're watching this, I should always have internet. Maybe it should tell me you want to enable full access. That's fine. But why is it making me do this myself? Because I don't want to, right? Let's say I don't want to do it myself. I'm trying to show what I can be doing with the AI. This is honestly still giving me 5.2 vibes, y'all. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is not an ideal experience for anybody. What does chat have to say? Sorry if I seem pretty sour on this thing, but I am. You know, it's one of these things that is about all this user experience. You don't like the experience, you always have to copy your stuff into Notepad. I get that. I would say, you don't like GitHub Copilot's experience one because there's a few people that are working on that you could probably talk to. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Have you considered these like terminal CLIs? I know that Copilot does have a CLI as well. So that's something you may want to consider. All right, y'all. So, right now, my thoughts of Codex are meh. I wish my Cloud Code would actually work properly. Come on, Anthropic, you need more GPUs. Let's do it. All right, so at this point, Codex is refusing to create this for me. Let me. It's going to hand roll the structure. That sounds very, very bad. I don't trust it. So this terminal has internet access. Why is going on? The network is blocked. Why? Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. Help me. Okay. This is my problem. Okay, let's try Claude again because I'm already getting upset. I'm gonna have Claude spinning and we'll figure this out. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for Anthropic. How am I gonna handle this? What? I can't reach the NPM registry. Why? Codex. Oh, please help me understand this. I should be able to prompt, I want internet access. Okay? This is not how this should work. I'm gonna ask it to hand roll it because I don't want to have to deal with this and create it myself. And then I have to have 3 or 4 terminals open. No, this is not something I like my ideal fun. And this is not a banter about OpenAI, y'all. But this is something that has to be addressed because if they're going to make users do something because you don't know how to tell users to, hey, allow it full access, then you know what? I don't know that I like that experience because I'm not going to have to do it myself and get back to the directory, have another terminal open, which by the way will make it even harder to find what I'm looking for because I have so many terminals open because you don't know how to do your job, Codex. This is something that is not helpful. And neither is it productive either. And frankly, it's not a good use of your time. So here's what we're going to do. We're back to Claude. What I could do is I could open, what's this thing called? Uh, Copilot. I could do that. I do have cursor credits. I don't have any left, but I do have some. But I don't know. I feel like Cloud Code's overloaded and that's my main tool. So, fun times, fun times, fun times. Okay, so, let us, this is already proving to be a very bad experiment. Okay, you know what? Just hand roll it. I don't care. I said hand roll it, but be careful. Okay, I'm. This is gonna be interesting. Blind Dragon, it's a great model, but I haven't been able to try it because it's so overloaded. And yeah, Codex is absolutely not a great model. I've already just been ranting about that for the past 5 minutes. So, It's honestly not a great experience either. Besides the model might be okay, but if your experience is subpar, then your model is not great. Okay, it's just facts. Let's get them straight first. And I'm not using the screen reader because otherwise it'd be emoji heck and everybody else will get driven away. So I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing. Plus I'm moving super fast to try to, well, see if I can get Claude usage. And I'm just gonna dictate everything I'm doing unless I can actually do anything. That will help. But if I can't, we're just kind of stuck. All right. So it's making a bunch of directories like docs, codex edition. I just called it stream tracker codex edition. Oh, but I can eventually do this with Claude. Why? Oh dear. 14 Next.js 4. Oh dear. Okay. I don't use Next.js 14. I use 15. Even 16. I'm already having problems, y'all. I'm already getting mad. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Um, okay, we're just gonna accept this, but this is oh I'm getting mad already. It's fun. OpenAI, you guys have a lot of work to do. I'm just being honest. Claude, you're still spinning like a beach ball. All right, y'all. I promise we'll try to have something be built by the end of the day. Maybe. Okay, we'll see how this goes. This is why we made it called Codex Edition because we'll see how bad this gets. I'm really, really, really curious how this is gonna go. Export next config. Let me look at the Claude. Claude is just standing there. Hmm. Okay. So config fog cinder colors. Okay, I don't know what these colors are, so again, we're just gonna have to see. Thank you all for the likes, by the way. Um, okay, we're gonna do this. And if you all have chat comments to say, what do y'all think? Have you guys had these troubles with OpenAI's Codex models? I want to know. And have you guys gotten Claude to work today? I might try it in Copilot or something else. Because I'm wondering if there's issues with it. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Ah, my phone's gonna fall off the count on the tail. Tailwind utilities, this is fine. This is just standard Tailwind CSS. Okay. This is fine. I'm a little, great. Hold on. Okay, so it's still playing in the minimal XJS application. Cat. Okay, so it's making a component. Okay. Claude, are you there? No. Claude is super overloaded. It's not working. All right, so I'm saying yes. Ooh, goodness gracious, y'all. Okay, so this is wrong. Now it's gonna try to switch back to Next.js 13. Why are we doing this? Because you can't get it to work in your network. God, help. This is not good. Okay, so we're gonna fix this. Maybe. This is completely an experiment at this point. I don't know, I tried that. I could try again, Juan. Thanks for your suggestion. Too many people are using Claude right now. No joke. No joke. God, y'all. Everybody's using Claude. You know, I'm about to post on X. Stop using Claude so I can demonstrate it on a live stream. That'd be so mean, but I want to use it. I mean, I haven't got a chance to really test it out because everybody's using it and they're taking up all the time. Maybe that'll just be a good excuse for me to stay up till midnight and test it. I'm kidding, but no, seriously. Like, come on, y'all. What are we doing? Okay, that's fine. This is all right. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna try to be accessible. We'll see. Placeholder login for the creator dashboard. Okay, well, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll have like a minimal username and password. Here, let's. Yes, I want to create the dashboard directory. Okay, now it's gonna create this dashboard header. It looks all right. I'm reading the code as it comes, trying to. Maybe. All right, what chats do we have? You were gonna use this new model on Claude to do Spark Deck, or you're gonna wait? Yeah, I would. It's not really working, and I wouldn't mess it up with Codex if I were you. I'd wait. Now, for me, I can't really wait because my productivity depends on it for work. But yeah, if you can, y'all should wait. Or maybe use it from a different inference provider. Like I might try it with Copilot and see if that's better. Or Cursor, or I don't know, any of these tools. Because, well, maybe Copilot, because Copilot has Microsoft. And if it's on Azure, maybe that will work better than Anthropic's data centers if they're overloaded. I don't know. These are some things to consider, y'all. We'll check it out. But thank y'all for being here. So right now we're creating this with Codex. Trying to. Um, we'll see. Okay, so we have 96% context left. And I do like that's gonna use Escalent. That's a good start. Claude sometimes doesn't use that. I'm gonna try to keep Claude going real quick a minute. I'm gonna actually go to Copilot. This is not gonna go well. On the Claude side, I'm gonna go to Copilot. Oops. Ah, shoot. I'm trying to get this to work. Y'all. Hold on a second. My Codex just crashed the terminal. Well, this is embarrassing. I hope to be farther from this by now, but it's all right. We make it work. No, let's not terminate that trap. I don't care about email provider right now for email. All right. Let's see. Copilot. So we're gonna use the new model in Copilot. So GitHub Copilot because maybe that'll work better. I don't know. We'll try it out. Yes, I trust it. Hmm. I don't want to use Copilot, but we might call this like Copilot Claude Edition. We'll see who makes the best with the same prompts. Okay. Can I switch model here? Oops. Try to switch models. Well, hold on. I can't switch the models. You know, I may decide I'm going to go back to VS Code and try it out. I haven't decided. All right, we're just going to run it with npm run dev real quick and try the Codex version. It does not have a database, and that's fine. I don't want Codex dealing with databases. We all know what happened with that. Well, maybe you don't. But I do. I got a frozen terminal. Okay. npm run dev. So they'll be on 3000 port. So we'll see if this works. Oh, no, no, no. Crap. Okay, so, yeah, I can't. Hold on. This is what I mean about experience. Oh, wait, I gotta do npm install. Codex is great if you want an adventure and you want to like have a scavenger hunt and you want to learn. It's assisted coding. But if you don't, Claude is better, y'all. I'm just being honest. I've had to do things myself a lot. Database migrations. Ugh, even sometimes coding because it doesn't get things right. And I don't want to do that. If I'm paying good money for Claude or Codex, I want good outputs. Right? So these are some things to keep in mind. Now I wish Claude will keep working. But right now I'm trying to install the dependencies, trying to. You found that chat GPT suggested keeping it vanilla.js. Yeah, now that I look at it, it all depends. Right? You could try to keep it vanilla.js. Honestly, I do what the AI says. We were gonna try to do it next.js if we wanted to do like enterprise thing, but I don't honestly think we do. We thought we did, but we'll see what you can do, Maria. I'm curious. All right, y'all. What else are you thinking in chat? I don't think this is a nightmare. Like, yeah, I'm thinking it's a nightmare. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Um. Oh yes. Sorry, my microphone got screwed up because I was trying not to hear this over and over and over again when it's trying to install this stuff, and I had to look at something. So okay, we're better now. Um. All right. So this is still installing, and I'm thinking that this is a little insane. Let me try Claude. Gosh. Okay. I can't seem to use Claude. I'm gonna try it again. See. Okay, so I'm gonna say, please help me get the Firebase. Ooh, I think I might actually be able to use Claude. We'll see. I think I might be lucky. We'll check it out. Yes, I think I can use Claude, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, Codex and I, we're not friends. Claude and I, maybe if it will actually work correctly. I'm like, honestly, with these congestion periods, the higher you pay, the more you get. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, I pay a lot of money for this, and so I shouldn't have a degraded experience. Now, of course, people may not like that, but that's just my opinion. All right, checking if it exists, maybe. Check. It's not using my keystrokes. Like, I try to press 2 and it doesn't do anything, or 1. Whew. Okay. So we'll see what happens with Claude. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I don't know why it's working or not. Um, I don't know. I don't like what it's doing though. Let me see if I can press yes. That should even work. So I don't know why it's not working that way. It's something like Codex is not even overloaded. It feels like. But Claude, like everybody is on Claude right now. So I don't know what this means for everybody, but it feels like Claude is just always like for this release, it's always gone down. And then like Codex is like, well, we're still here. Nobody's using Codex right now because it's not a very good product in my opinion. Maybe the model's okay. I mean, I like some of the things that the model did, but the fact is I had to do some of the stuff myself. I don't know. Now I'm stuck. I thought I could use Claude, but I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck. Okay, so I'm not sure either. Ask Claude, maybe what we do is we keep it vanilla for now, and eventually we can improve it. I know my implementation was okay, but I have found out that there are some things that I would need to fix. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe we'll sit down and figure it out. Right now, Claude is not working for me. I'm very upset. Let's see what I can do. I don't know. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's see what Codex is up to. If it's still installing. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right, then I gotta do npm run dev. Good grief. Now I'm gonna go to localhost. 3,000. I don't want 3,000. I don't want login. Oh yeah, there's no login page. Hold on. Oh, can't even connect to the server. Good grief. Hold on. Good grief, y'all. Okay, so now we're failed open page. We're probably gonna have an error that Codex didn't fix. Awesome. Okay, so hey. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Okay. So I'm finding a lot of weird things. The design is absolutely abysmal. Michael, if you're here, chime in. The design is abysmal. I don't like the UI at all. Let's see. Creator login. Ah, and then they have sample ideas. This is interesting. Submitted by Jamie. This is just fake data. 42 upvotes. Okay, the accessibility is okay. Some of this is just weird. There's no headings on each of these, like the titles. The calendar implementation is okay. It's not what I want, but it's fine. But this is weird. I don't know what I think about it. I don't like some of this stuff. The UI is abysmal. The accessibility is okay, but I don't know what I think about this. And frankly, like it took a lot to get here. And then Codex is probably just gonna not even work. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Um, I don't like Codex. Michael, you had 4 subagents going? What? No! You absolute no. We're not doing this game. Is it really working in Xcode just fine and Claude Code is not even working? What kind of alternative universe are we in? Michael, why? Oh, Michael, I don't like you right now. Oh. Anyway, y'all, he's like I said, no, in all respect, Michael's the boss who makes this happen, so you guys should be very nice to him. He lets me stream during the workday. And he sponsors these videos, which they may be a mess, and he still likes them. God. All right. You know what? I'm about ready to say Codex. Michael's probably laughing in the other room for comments I said. All right. I am going to here. I'm going to go tell people on X to stop using Claude so I can use it for a few minutes. I am so mad, y'all. I don't normally get like this mad online, but it will fail because you don't have internet access because you don't know how to use the internet. Claude, you are a pile, or not Claude. I can't even keep my AI agent straight. This is how mad I am. Maybe I should rename this video to Claude doesn't work, so I get mad at OpenAI. Ooh, okay, this got a little spicier than I thought. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, we're not gonna use this pile of junk. First of all, I assumed multiple creators. And in my prompt, I explicitly said there's only one creator, and that's me. That I'm only gonna use this thing. I'm not gonna sell it. Right? So you failed step 0 of 1 or 0. So that's a good job, Codex. And then you don't know how to use the internet. And then Claude is just sitting here like it can't work because it's too overloaded. I am having a fun time. Okay, escape. You know what? I'm about to make this an Xcode. If this is really going to be a problem, I'm about ready to make this app an Xcode. Stupid web stuff. I'm not even going to think about making this a website if we're going to have this many problems. Fine, Michael. I will make it an Xcode, and I will have Mac not responding. This sounds like a great plan. Let's do it, I guess. So I guess we're going to make a app nap now? Okay. This is how it went Monday, so we'll see how it goes today. Oh, God. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. Cloud Code is basically done. Can't use it. I can't believe you are still listening to this nonsense. Okay, so here we'll do. Oh, now it just gave me a registry error. Oh, God. Okay. I'm already getting too mad. Let's just calm this down. Um, well, you know what? I'm done with this. This train has departed the station, as Railway likes to say when I deploy. Well, that was awkward. The train failed to deploy the from the station. Yep, that's exactly how the stream started. Technical issues, then codecs. I had to use that because Claude was not working in the terminal. Yeah, that's how we're gonna start this. But how are we gonna end it? Well, it looks like we're gonna make a mobile app now. So I gotta figure out. Michael gave me instructions of how to put this inside of the new Xcode. So the new model. So I got to figure out how to do that real quick. Was not planning on making an app. But I guess the good thing about an app is that I wouldn't have to have an authentication system, would I? Maybe not. So I guess this could be a good thing. All right, so let's improvise together, y'all. So let's do this. So, what? Oh, okay. Claude. Okay, so I guess we're making a mobile app. Congratulations. Um, was not planning on doing this today. So let me figure out how to do this real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen. And Michael may have to help me. Let's see. Because I guess Claude's not going to work in the terminal because it doesn't like me. Ugh. Okay. Well, it might be time for an hour break. Maybe. We'll see. If I can't figure out how to improvise this. Okay. Xcode. Let me look at my instructions. So you have to go and you have to first. Goodness gracious, y'all. I am not too happy. Okay. So I might look at my instructions for Michael, and we're just gonna continue like this stream never had a problem. I did not know that this was gonna happen. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get this fixed. All right, we'll get this working. Maybe. Then we'll make a mobile app. That's all right. You guys can vote on community ideas for mobile. Now the kicker is it's probably not gonna be for Android because I'm not an Android dev, and I never want to be. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Oops. What? We're having no class tonight, Michael? Have fun? Well, you might be involved, so get ready. I might have to pull you on the stream to help me. Michael, I may need your help. We'll see. We'll see what I can do, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. And since Michael's been able to play with it for such longer than I have, struggling all afternoon because the terminal's not working, I think Michael might be the expert that will help us this operation succeed. Because right now, this is like emergency level 3. First of all, couldn't get the tech issue figured out. Second of all, Claude was not working in the terminal. And third, Codex is absolutely not usable because it absolutely is terrible. Now, it might be great for somebody who's trying to learn to code, but we're not trying to learn how to code. We're trying to get production work done. So, let's do this. Okay. So, let's do this. Um, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna build this stream tracker in an app form. And of course, we knew what happened last time when we did this. My Xcode stopped responding, so this is gonna be fun. So let me figure out how to get this working in Xcode. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to get recompiled. Recompiled? Really? Wow, I just called myself a programming language? No, I'm not gonna recompile myself. That just seems really bad. Okay, well, I'm gonna reconvene with Michael and figure out a new game plan. So I will be back in about 5 minutes. I need a break after this monstrosity. So y'all keep chatting it up, and trust me, I'm not gonna go away. Y'all just keep chatting, ask questions, and I will, trust me, I'll read them after the break. But I need a quick break because we have a lot of things that just happened, and I clearly cannot figure them out. So yeah, quick break time. Go get dinner. Well, maybe you can't eat dinner in 5 minutes. I can, but yeah, go get dinner, do something, and I'm gonna quickly, well, maybe not quickly, but hopefully within 5 minutes I'll have Michael help me get this done, and maybe he'll join the stream. Who knows? I don't know. Wishful thinking. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all. We are done with our 5 minute break. Just give me a couple seconds because this stream has taken a different turn. So give me a second. I think I might have brought some friends. We'll see. Okay, there we go. I think I brought some friends with me today. I did not know this was going to happen, but here we go. Michael, are you here?
I'm here. I'm here. Yes.
And I also brought somebody else who is working with Tech Apples. Man, do we have the entire team almost? Becky,
Almost.
she's never run on my channel before, but she is doing a lot of Windows apps and other things, and she's in our classes. Becky, do you want to say hi to the channel?
Hello.
I know you didn't think you'd be on YouTube, but that's okay. Sometimes streams and things happen. Okay. Before we actually get started with
Spontaneity.
right spontaneity, before we get started with that chat and stuff, I better check chat because I promised people I would. So, all right, no chats. Y'all were quiet during the break. That's okay. So, yeah, Michael, before we actually set up my Xcode, because you're gonna have to help me do that. I couldn't figure out how to do it, so we'll remote control. But before we do that, do you want to talk about some things? Because you've been able to experience this model far more than I have, which is not cool.
Sure. So here's some things that I found. And I was reading the email from Anthropic when Taylor came out and said, "You will be on stream." Um, um, there is talk in there about agent teams.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if that's what Xcode and Claude used, but it says it's off by default, and I wonder if because it used four agents, it for sure used four agents to do the work. It was very slow, so I don't know if it did them or what it did, or if it's the same thing as what they just introduced. But when I was using Xcode to do a full code review, which, by the way, scanned 80 plus Swift files in one go,
Whoa. Whoa.
gave me about 10 different things to fix from critical down to low priority. And then we're still working in the same conversation. It has not compacted or anything. It's already fixed 4 or 5 out of the 10 items that it needs to fix. I have not
Dang,
tested these
Michael.
things. Hmm?
I said dang.
I have not tested to see if these things are fixed. However, it took a good 5 or 10 minutes to do a full review uh, of the code base. But I can confirm, and I'm sure Becky, you're reading this too, or have read it. Everybody that is on a Claude subscription right now is getting $50 in Opus credit to try it out.
Yes.
Yes, I did read it and I was like, yes.
Becky, you're gonna
So,
put that to good use. And we do have chat, Michael, whenever you're done talking.
okay, give me just a second, and we can go to that. So the interesting thing about it is, I did not have problems with it in Xcode. It ran just as it normally would. The other cool thing with Claude, unlike other models that sometimes will not give you a good answer, I can ask Claude, "What model are you?" and it will reliably tell me what model it is. And it even gives you the model ID. So it says Opus 4.6.
Ooh.
So that's interesting. And that was working in Xcode. I had to do, or I found, well, the funny thing is, in the Claude desktop app, I switched to Opus 4.6, which it instantly did. And I asked it the question of how do I do this? And it didn't give me a wrong answer, a bad answer. It said, to make these changes, you go here in Xcode. So settings, Xcode settings, then intelligence, and then the Claude agent stuff. So it knew, well, it searched and then found the right information. It knew to do that. and then gave me the right information. But it also said this is going to help you extremely well, be an extremely good help, or whatever wording it used in working with Techopolis and prospective apps. And I'm like, okay, now that is a good use of memories right there.
Awesome.
Yeah. It even used my name on the first answer to a prompt. So I would say that they've done a lot more reasoning with Opus 4.6, a lot more personable. That is the one thing I've noticed with Claude that I do like over ChatGPT is it's more personable.
Me
Excuse
too.
me.
Don't yawn, Michael. Wake up.
I know, right? So I like those things, and the other thing that's really neat is everything I've tried, it has given me good explanations for. So I have not tested the things. Well, I've ran the app and it ran fine. So I mean, we'll just have to see how well it does. And what I'd like to do is get this so well done, which by the way, Opus 4.6 found an issue with our web search implementation that you created, Taylor.
Oh
That is
no.
always a bad thing, and it's going to go to production, and we'll quickly fix it in a 0.1 update. And I think I even asked you this. We have a hard-coded API key in our app.
No.
Yep. So
How
we'll
dare.
have to fix that at some point. So but yeah, that's the things that I've noticed so far. It's worked extremely fast for the amount of data that it's had. So let's go on to chat.
All right, so we got a few. Let me. So there's a way to enable in the Claude Code settings the agent teams. I think it's like experimental agent teams equals 1 or something.
Yes.
There's a command on X.
It's also in the email how to do it as well.
Okay, so I think um I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I have for chat. So keep chatting away, y'all. But yeah, that's all I have.
Now keep in mind, agent teams will use a lot more of your Opus tokens.
It will. But that's what they even said on X.
Now in Xcode, and I'm wondering, so whenever I enable this in Xcode, the thing that happens for me is I like to select Opus plus Sonnet. And when you do that, it starts with, so if you ask what model, it will always tell you Sonnet. You have to select Opus to get the current Opus version. So I don't know if you will continue to get Opus 4.6 if you set it the way that we're going to in Xcode or not. So that's one other thing to keep in mind.
Okay. Yeah, and we're still gonna build the stream ideas tracker. I think that'd be really cool as a mobile app. That way you guys can upvote and downvote different streaming ideas. So
I
that's
think
still
we'd
gonna
need a
happen.
backend for that though, wouldn't we?
I don't know. Well, we could throw Neon database. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna finish it anyway because I don't want to expose all my Neon credentials. But I just want to get something done so that it
We
can
could build
be.
a front end. We can build a lot, like we could build something that would use Swift data for its database for local use, and then we can build something out that's more functional later. So
Well,
that's
again, that was the streaming idea, unless we want to totally change it, but that was the name of the stream. Unless we want to build something else. I don't care. Honestly, this whole thing
well,
is kind
we
of
can't really do that as a mobile app without building a backend
okay.
because we couldn't really use CloudKit for that. We'd need I mean, we could build the front end and build a sample back end, but we would not be able to do that fully. But let's do some troubleshooting. Maybe we could show off Xcode, but let's see if we could troubleshoot your Claude. So why don't let's go ahead and get a screen share going, and let's see
Okay.
what we can do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it so that people wanna we want to build something, because I think it'd be cool to build something, Michael. Maybe you have some ideas, and we could like build something as a, so that people know. I'm not going to.
Let's build something simple that I know a lot of your audience would think was pretty cool. Let's build something that can use either 11 Labs or Google Cloud Voices or one of the other voice providers as to get text to speech and save it as a quick mobile app.
I don't have the API keys, but we'll have to figure that out.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever we're going to build, we're going to need API keys for.
I'm screen sharing.
Okay.
Should I do remote control?
Yes, go ahead and enable remote control.
Okay. Did I have remote control? Did you get it?
I think so. I'm
Yep, you
interesting.
did.
You have a very interesting view there.
Do I?
Yeah, you're in your messages app, and it's a very interesting.
Let me stop that. Let me look at that. Let me close it.
Like everything was in a different layout that I'm used to. I'm like, oh wait, that's interesting looking.
That's better.
Indeed. Okay. So now let's go ahead and did you give me control again?
I did.
Okay. So I will have you start off and open. Go ahead and open your terminal because I don't see a terminal window down here.
Nope. I got rid of it. Let's see. I'll just put this. Do we just do full screen?
Yep. That would be fine.
Forget type. Here's my developer folder.
Okay. I'm not going to need to be in there, so I'm going to do. I'm going to. Let's see if I can copy and paste. I'm going to get the path that I need to go to.
And kind of explain to people so in case they want to do this themselves.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new file to Taylor's computer, and I'm controlling it through Zoom. Nope, it does not take
Uh-oh.
copy and paste between computers.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Unfortunately. Okay, I've got I'm having to do this manually, so please bear with me. I went to the library, the user library folder and developer, then Xcode, and then I need to go to coding agent. And then into Claude agent config. I'm going to ls in here. And what I'm going to do is nano settings.json. I'm going to do a left brace. Just to end it off, I'll go down one line and do a right brace. And then I'm going to go back and get the code that I need to put in here. And that is going to be double quote model, double quote colon, double quote Claude dash Opus dash 4.4 dash 6. Okay. So Taylor, now that's complete. What you'll need to do is restart Xcode.
It's not even open.
Okay, then go ahead and start Xcode.
Okay. Okay.
And what you're going to want to do is go to your settings, Xcode
Yeah.
settings.
Right here.
Um, just a second. And you're going to go to intelligence and go to, that's OpenAI. You're going to want to go down to Claude.
Oh, wait, are you controlling? Because this is you were.
I'll go and do it. I was just moving the mouse.
Okay. You
And
say you're
then
controlling.
I'm going to click on coding agent. And you're signed in. We're going to change this from we're going to change this to Opus. And then we can close this window, which I will do. Oh, you already got it. Now I'll go up here to the, where is it? No, we still got setting that open. Oops. Okay, so let's go back to Xcode. Let's go. I want to open Perspective Code. That is a project we're working on, folks.
You know what? Maybe we could work on that a little bit today. Add some interesting stuff from us.
Maybe.
Never know with us, y'all. We've been able to demonstrate.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing on yours that I did on mine. So I have, I am now in the coding assistant. I'm going to go to new conversation. I'm going to pick Claude agent and we're going to type, and you're hearing what I'm doing through voiceover, right, Taylor?
Yeah, and I don't have voiceover shared to the YouTube
Correct.
because that would just be too much.
I'm asking you, what model are you? It is taking a while on your computer.
Well, Claude, I wonder why. Is it because I don't have parallels open or anything?
It's taking a very long time on your computer.
I wonder why. Ooh, okay. Wonder why it's doing that, Michael.
Okay, it's still showing 4.5, and I don't think you had it closed because it was there next to the left of the terminal.
Oh, weird.
So I'm going to exit Xcode.
Okay. That's interesting. I thought I had it closed. I could just close text it. We'll have to save that eventually, but
Go ahead and reopen Xcode for me.
okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will work now. Okay. So let's make a new conversation. What model are you? I'm
It's
wondering
interesting.
if you got something that's slowing your machine down running.
Well, I've looked, I've closed a lot of stuff, but I'm not sure.
Have you opened Activity Monitor recently?
I opened it like yesterday.
Ah, that's weird. I am Claude Opus 4.5 is what it's saying here. Let's go back to our terminal.
But it's interesting.
We're going to nano into the settings.json file.
Did you miss something?
And that's what I'm checking. I'm going to go into my terminal and make sure what's in mine is the same as what's in yours.
I feel like this is a troubleshooting stream.
Well, sometimes it is.
Y'all in the chat have fun. I'm glad you guys are staying and enjoying it as much as we are.
That is exactly what I have there.
I've just known this beta, my machine really affected me pretty adversely.
You got something slowing you down. We're going to figure out what it is real quick.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Michael, because I've been trying to figure it out for the last however many long.
Well, you've got 3 versions of Claude Code hanging out
Why?
because Claude Code itself has memory problems.
I killed like 3 of them earlier today, and then I killed 2 of them like about 15, 20 minutes ago. I wonder why.
Okay. Where is the dialog?
We can quit that text edit if we need to, Michael.
That's not the problem. And you were starting to cut out, and now you're already starting to sound a bit better.
Is that what those random numbers are? I had no idea.
Yes.
That was very, very unobvious.
Yeah, if you're an activity monitor and you see um like different numbers, um like 2.1 point, then that is your um yeah, if you see those things, that is your um Claude code.
That's a little insane.
Yeah, even on my machine, folks, Claude Code can really um, make things slow down. Okay, so the last thing that we can try is the last thing we can try to get this working. Let me go ahead and open my Xcode and make sure I'm still running the newest version of the model, and hopefully it didn't lie to me.
Hopefully they didn't lie to you. Although it would
Yeah.
stink.
Yep, I am powered by Claude 4 model ID Claude Opus 4 6 made by Anthropic. So that's
Hmm.
working on my end. So
Wonder why I'm so many issues.
let's try again. You're gonna have a lot of conversations asking about the model in Xcode.
I know.
So that did load Claude a lot faster when I did that. So here's the last thing I can try. I'm going to go to Xcode because this was part of my process too. It shouldn't matter, but who knows? I went down to components, and then I'm going to find the coding agent for Claude. I'm going to go to info. And then I'm going to go to delete. Then I'm going to go to Git. And that will re-download the coding agent for Claude. And then let's go back up to intelligence. I'm going to go back into Claude. I'm going to pick coding agent. And let's go and pick default. And let's see if that makes the change. And I'm going to go back over here into terminal, and we're going to make sure that our change is still in place. We can exit activity monitor here. Your computer's reacting much faster.
I'm glad.
So yes, you'd still have your settings JSON. So now, if everything works the way it should, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to troubleshoot further because this should work. Who
Well,
knows?
that's
It
okay.
probably
We'll
It's
figure
probably
this out.
some little typo that I've got.
Probably.
And I'm going to go to another new conversation. What model are you? I'm powered by Claude Opus 4. Model ID Claude Opus 4 6.
Woo!
Boom.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what it does. Let's see how good our code base is. This is how I started. Okay. So we're going to go to a new Claude agent conversation, and we're going to say review the code base and let me know if anything needs to be fixed. Enter. Okay. And some things don't read properly. Like right now, it just says task. And it changes that to review code base for issues, terminal commands, doing a search. So it's running just, as we'd expect. And it's going to take a little bit. So, do we have any chats, Taylor?
We do not, but if you are in chat, I know our chat is kind of interesting because of all these different topics, but thank you all for still watching this madness. Let's see, do we have any more chats? No, we do not. Just somebody said with a million context window. So that's all we have.
Hey, Becky, what do you think about everything you've heard so far?
Well, I was using Opus on my own program, and remember, I do Windows development. I don't have a Mac at the moment. Soon to change. So I'll be experimenting with this soon enough myself. So it's very interesting. Can't wait to play around with it. But I would say that Opus is 4.6 is very fast, and it fixed quite a number of issues very quickly that, like, other Claude models could do some of, but then sometimes seem to struggle with other things, like a lot of accessibility issues. Okay, yes, uh, I could go into the HTML and I could fix it myself, but I don't really want to do that. I've worked all day. I want it to do its work for a change, rather than me doing it. So it was really nice that Opus I was like, okay, do an audit for accessibility and fix all the issues. And it did. And then I tested it and they were fixed, especially the ones I drew attention to.
Wow. Michael?
I was reading a tweet online. People comparing the two models of
Do you have any
that came.
insights on that?
Oh, it wasn't factual information. It was just, oh, this is wanting us to confirm a terminal command. I was just letting it kind of sit here. There we go. Now we've got motion. I didn't catch that it was waiting for us. Now it's reading all kinds of files.
Oh boy, we'll see how bad this code base is that was generated yesterday.
The code base wasn't generated yesterday.
No, but like I did a bunch of stuff yesterday. But you worked on it a while ago, right?
Yes.
All right. Do we even need chats? Let's check it out. Becky, do you have tips for navigating Cloud Code and Windows with PowerShell? Chatter's asking us.
Absolutely. Control Shift M is in Mike is my friend. So I use a lot of Control Shift M to get in that mode. I think it's called Mark mode. That's what I've heard it called. I don't know if it's actually called that, but that's what I've heard people call it. And then I can use my up and down arrows to move through everything. And I actually find Terminal really easy. I mean, there aren't any headings or anything, which kind of is annoying. But overall, it does make it easy. I'm an NVDA user, but that should work whether you're JAWS, NVDA, whatever. Um, I don't know of any way to stop all of the emojis and the
Oh, I
ink
tried.
drawing stuff. Unfortunately, that's just kind of a thing. You're just gonna have to ignore or learn to tune out. Hope that helps.
Yeah, and for context, there's really no way to get rid of those because they're actually drawn on the screen. So, yeah, that's fun. Not fun times, right?
Okay, let's see
No.
what we got here. So this code base is a lot smaller than what we were working with intelligence, but it did find some issues.
Oh no.
Okay, so let's see what we got. I think it found several.
Oh no.
Force unwrap in file browser view. $0 dot first exclamation mark
No.
on a file picker result that could be empty. Index-based array mutation in chat view model. That is probably an issue. These are probably issues I have. So that's another. So those are critical issues. Those could cause crashes. High data loss, poor UX. Number 3, silent error swallowing in chat view model. Try discards errors, meaning messages could fail to persist without the user knowing. More silent errors. No feedback on state on stale bookmarks and welcome view. Tapping a recent project that can't be resolved. There's nothing visible. No error recovery for state bookmarks in recent projects, so more issues there. Medium. Anti-patterns code quality. Inconsistent optional handling in foundation model service. Non-isolated mutating func in chat conversation. Duplicate notification shortcut handlers. Interesting, a bunch of these issues.
Are they bad?
No, some of them, yes, they're very bad.
No, like bad that it caught them. Let's rephrase that.
No, it caught some great issues.
Is that it?
The most impactful fixes would be addressing the force unwrap. So yeah, just the critical issues. So let's do that. Let's say, let's fix the critical issues in the app. And it's going to town. It's working on it, and it's fast.
But I wonder why Claude and the terminal had issues.
Well, it makes me wonder if we would have just reset. No, because I tried deleting my Claude agent, and that did not work. So I guess it's a combination of both the settings JSON and other things that made that work. So
Yeah. And do you think eventually that will be fully integrated?
yeah, because the Claude agent's using Claude Code 2.1.14, not 2.1.32.
Why so early? Like, why?
Well, I mean, Apple's going to have some way to update those components.
Has to.
Now, the neat thing is, Xcode will use both versions. It's already done. It's already done. It shows a to-do list, both fixes complete. Cleanly, here's a preliminary, or here's a summary of what has been changed, and I can read all of that, but there's a lot of things here. But it did it. It made all the changes required.
Dang.
Let's ask it another question.
What are you gonna ask?
Are there any Swift 6 concurrency issues?
That's a good one.
It's searching the code base again.
I wonder if it makes it good, consistent components. Because that's one of the best things I've had trouble with. I'd like to try it for some good web projects, but I can't get the terminal to work.
Well, let's see if we can now that we fixed your Claude. Let's let it finish this. It's already done searching. It's fast. It's very fast. It's putting a lot of information.
That's awesome.
Okay, I think we're done. Let's see what it says.
I think there's a lot of them. We'll see. I don't know.
Swift 6 concurrency issues. Number 1, at observable view models missing, at main actor must, impactful, it shows affected classes, which is not really an issue in Swift 6.2. Sendable structs with mutable properties. Chat message has var content, var is streaming, bunch of variables. with issues, it looks like. Impacted task, state, mutations, unprotected, it says. Multiple places create task. Finishing no actor. No. Inheriting no actor that then mutate observable state. Would you like me to fix these? The main change, it outlines all those things. So yes, it will do all these things a lot better than other models. It looks at all these things because I think it has a newer code base in 4.6. Now let's see about your terminal, and let's see if Claude will actually do some work for us there. So what folder do we want to go into?
Developer, I don't know. I don't know what folder. Which folder should we go into?
Which project were you working on your streaming thing?
Yeah, I was working on the stream tracker. It's not been created yet. The stream tracker folder. So I was gonna have Claude create it.
I think it's a good idea. Don't have it create a folder. Create your own folder. So mkdir space. Let's just call it start streaming.
Well, let's do that.
mkdir space double quote start space streaming double quote. Okay. I'm in the folder. I'm going to type Claude.
Yep. Okay.
And welcome Taylor.
Yep.
And it says we're on Opus 4.6. Claude Max developer / start streaming. Okay, do you want to put in your prompt that you were going to initially do?
Yeah. All right. Now we're finally getting to the part where we're gonna do, right? Let's see.
But at least we got to show off the Xcode stuff.
We're eventually gonna need Firebase, but we'll go with that later. This is literally this prompt is in the description. It's literally just a dictation. Oh, that was for Codex. I was trying to do it in Codex, but it didn't work. Here we go. We'll see what does in my sloppy dictation. Sketching, syncing.
Go ahead and end remote control for me for now so I can move around the computer.
Okay. How do I stop? Like that.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. It's still sketching. It's going really slow. Have you noticed this?
So sketching, thinking.
It's not worked all day. Ever since the update. Like I need my terminal so I can do other things other than iOS. Wonder why it's not doing this.
Very interesting.
I feel like it's like overloaded.
No, that would not be the case. Press escape, let's interrupt it.
I can't even do that. Like my terminal freezes ever since I got this update.
Let's try this. Go ahead and turn off voiceover and let's see what happens.
Okay. Let's turn on my voiceover. There we go. What's happening now? Still sketching?
Nothing has changed. Okay, let's re-enable voiceover
All right.
and go ahead and give me control back.
I knew this was going to be a problem.
Yep, and let's solve it.
Oh, share a clipboard. You could do that. You want to solve it, Michael?
Yep,
There you go.
let's do this. Okay.
Interestingly. Okay. What are you trying to test, Michael? Is there an issue?
I don't think so, but okay. Go ahead and type that, paste that in again.
I think it's still copied. We'll find out, I guess. Wait a minute. I guess I didn't copy it, did I? Well, dang it. I will reselect it all. I'm pasting it in. Nothing.
You're not on, you need to move your focus to the text field and then, so go up one.
What?
And go ahead and paste.
Nope. What? Like I said, it worked totally fine the last version.
Yeah, something's hosed.
Wonder what?
Well, let's find out, shall we?
But I had through homebrew.
Doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead and paste that in again.
Okay. Crafting. What was it doing?
It's working.
Well, I was in full. Do you think it doesn't work on full screen?
No, I don't think that's the problem, but it could be.
Because I was in full screen like I always am to demonstrate these things.
Yeah, it could be. We can test that out in a minute. But what I think happened is we needed to do a repair install of your Claude.
Ah, well,
I'm thinking that's what we needed to do.
I guess I'm gonna build this now. So I pasted the prompt. Let's see what we got.
It's working, I can tell you that.
Crafting. I would like to full screen this so that people can see it, but
Try it. Let's see if it breaks it.
it wants to clarify some details with me. And so it's still working.
Unfull screen it.
Okay. Here. I'm trying to. I pressed escape. I didn't do it. I guess did it. Dang it. I can't unfull screen it, can I?
I got it.
Is that the error?
So, yes, that is the error.
What? You've got to be kidding me right now.
In fact, I've got a question about that.
What's that?
That was not what I figured.
What did you do?
Go ahead and paste again.
All right.
And to be honest with you, it really doesn't make the text size any bigger.
It doesn't. Well, okay.
Not really. Go ahead and press enter.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Why the heck did it? Hmm. Is that really the problem? Michael?
I'm looking.
Hmm. Let's see.
I don't know that it is, though.
Huh. Wonder what the problem is now. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I mean, it's getting further, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do. Can you do a Control B?
Control B.
Control B?
Okay. I did. I don't know what to do. What was it supposed to do?
Or Control O, sorry.
Oh, I was like, wait, I didn't do anything.
And that didn't do anything either, did it?
No, what are you trying to do?
It says reading one file, Control O to expand.
That's broke. I noticed that also. I think my entire Claude's broke. Like Becky's. I think we'll have to fix both Becky and I's Claude tonight. Is that gonna be
Well,
what we're gonna
we
have to do?
fixed Becky's. That one's
Oh, you did.
fixed.
Now my Claude breaks. Is it gonna next be time for your Claude to break, Michael? Oh,
Very peculiar.
should we have some like? Should we reinstall Claude completely?
Yeah, I would try that.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that.
Do you have it installed through
Homebrew.
uninstall Claude?
No, there's a cask.
Brew, uninstall. Um, Probably you use Cask for the install.
Yeah, let me see what I could do.
I'm trying in Beyond the Gallery web on my machine.
What? Really?
Hmm.
Huh? What? Seriously?
Let me see. I did brew list Claude. Claude uninstall. And that gave me a command. If you installed the it says to uninstall through npm.
Do that then. I don't know what happened. My clock totally broke.
Yes, it is.
And welcome to the new chatters. We have a chat once we're ready to do that.
Go ahead.
Yes, Maria, it will work with Auth0 or other things, but honestly, what we recommend for Auth right now is actually Firebase because we found that Auth0 has not as good of a free tier and other things as we would like. So you can use Auth0 or Firebase free through your Google account. So that's what we found. And there's a Neon MCP. So that's what I know.
Yes, your Claude is indeed hosed.
Uh-oh. Just like Becky's.
I think yours might be different than my issue. Mine was a settings JSON issue in a specific repo with Claude.
Mine is completely broken though. Great.
Troubleshooting on stream.
Yay! I honestly think about renaming this stream when it's done to a whole bunch of troubleshooting and not many outcomes. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Uninstalling cast Claude code. I thought that's what it would do.
What did it do?
Oh, weird. You got several Claudes installed, Taylor.
What? I've got
Yeah.
several Claudes. What?
I think that was may have been part of the problem.
What? How do I have several Claudes? I guess I need multiple. I guess one's not good enough for me. Oh, this is awesome, y'all. That's cool.
Because when I did brew uninstall Claude, it uninstalled the homebrew version of Claude. Which Claude? /user/tarnt/local bin Claude.
I guess I need a multiple Claude agents. God.
You get a lot of vibe coding apps up in here.
I do. And honestly, the only reason I have Cursor installed is because they gave me free credits and I haven't used them yet because I'm not subscribed. They just gave me some credits. I was like, I might as well keep it installed if I need it.
Let's see if this fixes it.
What is happening to my Claude?
CD space developer.
Okay, somebody's saying that Homebrew installed multiple Claudes, potentially, in chat.
Well, there's that possibility, but also I think she had multiple Claudes installed when she had the NPM and then the custom installed version from Claude install is what I'm guessing has happened.
I think, no, because honestly, I think it broke when I tried to do the update because then Brew failed. And so the Claude update wizard's like, well, do it this way instead. I didn't think anything of it because I was trying to get it updated.
Well, the issue is your path for Homebrew is not set for Claude.
Interesting. And yes, Maria, you would use Neon for the database and Firebase for the auth.
So we're going to use Codex to fix this problem.
Good luck.
We're trying to install Claude code from Homebrew. We had another installation. I can type. We had another installation that's caused some issues. Again, I can't type.
It's okay. I can't type you there.
Okay, it's working.
So have you played with the new Claude or Codex models, Michael?
I have not yet. Search Claude code formula name.
I don't know how to do this full access thing because Codex is.
Check the path issue first to see if it is there.
Oh, we were gonna be building an app on the stream, y'all,
Mhm.
who are just joining us, but guess what? It's turned into troubleshooting without outcomes.
Troubleshooting. So apparently
Yay!
there is a Claude thing you can install and Claude-code, which are different things.
No, so confusing.
Oh yeah, and the thing that I uninstalled was the Claude homebrew. That's what you had installed.
Ooh.
So
Oh my god.
and there we are. Now, um, go ahead and paste your prompt and let's see if that goes in there.
Where are we at?
Because
Let's say.
I have not copied anything to your clipboard. Okay.
Frolic. Well, this is further than we've gotten, right? Whoa.
Very much so. I think we are working now.
Wait, is it, do I type Claude or Claude Cut? What happened? What happened?
Claude-code in homebrew.
What do you have yours installed as?
I did the upgrade, so mine went from the npm right over to the new install.
How do I make sure that I want the Claude? Do you just type Claude?
Yeah,
How
it's
do I do
working
that?
now.
Or I can't.
It is working now. You can just type Claude.
Wait, oh, I can.
Yeah. It's just you got to remember in homebrew it's called Claude-code.
But now I can type Claude.
Yep. So you're back to being set up.
What did you have to do?
Install the right. Remember, brew install Claude is a different application altogether. Apparently,
Confused?
that's what you had originally.
What do I have now?
Claude-code. But the command line to run is just Claude.
Confusing.
Yes, it is.
So,
So it is working on the task at hand now.
wow. Okay. That's crazy. So I guess we're gonna try to build this and otherwise, well, we'll see. Like I'm getting kind of tired, so we'll see. I don't know that I'll build this tonight because we had so much troubleshooting to do. We'll see what it does though. We'll give it a chance. So what do you think, Michael? Do you have any other ideas or do you think we should just, because this is a lot. This is like we've been going for 3 hours. At least I have.
My concern is that it crash again.
No. Dang it. What did it do? Crash?
It hasn't changed.
No. Why? Should you not install this through Brew?
No, that's the way you're supposed to do it now.
Shoot. Dang it. Claude had somebody installed the NPM version of Claude Code. Is that okay?
The NPM version has been depreciated.
Okay, so the NPM version has been depreciated. Wow, okay. So it's still crashing, huh?
It appears that way.
Oh, shoot.
There might be more to it that's going on. I think you may need to restart your machine and give it another shot. But yeah, I think for the
We'll have to end the
purposes,
stream for that.
yeah,
Well, I think it's time for me to go get some dinner because I'm feeling hungry.
yes,
I guess where I'm gonna rename this stream so that people don't think we're actually building something because we're not. We're doing everything but building anything. So anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for being here throughout this craziness. And we'll talk tomorrow when we do Railway and Neon. And I'll probably give an update about this whole situation. But thank you, Michael. Thank you, Becky, for being on here and dealing with this mess.
Happy to come listen.
Absolutely. Michael, again, thank you. And
absolutely.
and thank you
Anytime.
again for letting me do these streams.
And before we end, check out Perspective Intelligence. It's the best on-device AI app. Well, probably one of the best AI apps you'll ever try. So check it out.
It's in the App Store and it's in the description. Remember, there's no reason why you don't want to try it. It's, you could start for free. And again, you know, thanks to Michael, he let me do these videos during the day. So he sponsors these crazy troubleshooting adventures. So let's do it. Everybody should go download it right now after the stream's done. At least you have your next thing you want to do. Download it and play with intelligence. So, are we ready to end this thing, Michael?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, this has been I don't know if it's been a productive stream, but it's been a interesting one. So, if you
Educational.
guys, educational, that's a good way to put it. So if you guys enjoyed it, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends about this crazy troubleshooting stream and educational. And we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, unless things go sideways like they did today. We'll pray not. For Railway, Neon, and my web stack. We'll do a full tour. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful day and talk tomorrow at 12 or no 3. We're doing it at 3 tomorrow.